Hi everybody, my name is Alexis, and I'm finally ready to share my pain. This is a story that comes from the heart. On August 7th, 2018, I had went over to visit my nephew and my niece who had returned from Mexico for 2 months. As I arrived, I had picked up my sister-in-law's sister so we could run an errand really quick. And after the errand was finished, I was returning to go back to hang out with my family, and I was asked to run to the grocery store really quick to buy some quick groceries. We had to return to the house to go pick up something we had left with the kids and to get some money for the groceries. As I was leaving from the house, I had parked right in front of the house, so keep that in mind. I was parked in front of the house. I was in the street, in the plain street. As I was leaving, I remember I felt a huge bump, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't think it was nothing, to be honest. Unfortunately, I had ran over my 2-year-old niece. From that point on, I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to react. I felt like, wow, I couldn't believe this is happening right now. I just remember asking the mom, my sister-in-law, like, can you please, like, get in the car, let's go to the hospital, let's go to the hospital. And it was just very, very horrible, everything that was happening in that moment. As we got into the car, I was trying to call 911 and I was trying to drive, and I kept hanging up, so I probably called about 10 times, and I told him, like, I ran over my niece, I'm on my way to the hospital. And as we were driving to the hospital, I remember she told me was, Alexis, I can't believe this is happening. And I will never forget that the look in her eyes and the pain, this painful connection I felt with her. As I was driving to the hospital, I remember Spirit started telling me, Alexis, honk, because you're going to hit somebody else, and I didn't want to hurt nobody else. So I started honking the whole way to try to get there. And as I was driving, they were doing construction straight ahead. And I remember Spirit told me, you have to go around, because if you try to go through this, you're going to hurt somebody else, and that was something I do not want. So as I'm trying to drive, she kept telling me, Alexis, hurry, Alexis, faster, go faster, go faster. And I ended up doing a quick left. And when I did the left, I ended up crashing into a fire extinguisher. And when I could not reverse, my life completely broke. I mean, changed, whatever. My heart was broken. At that point on, I didn't have a life anymore, because it was never going to be the same. My life completely transformed. I remember people were yelling, like, she ran over this little girl right now, it's her fault. And I remember just thinking, like, can you guys just please help get her to the hospital, because I can't go because my car's crashed. And it was just very, very horrible. Everybody ended up, this lady did end up taking my niece to the hospital, but I wasn't allowed to go to the hospital because not many people were going to understand that what had happened was an accident, and it's very, very misunderstood story. So I was taken down to the police station, and I did call one friend, and as she had no idea what was happening. Like, I couldn't even talk. I was going crazy. She ended up just coming to come see me at the police station, and I remember I called my friend, a really good guy friend of mine. I called him and I explained to him everything that had happened, and I remember I just asked him if I can have a hug, because we were really on good terms. So I was like, can I please just see you? I just need a hug from you. And he said, yeah, I'll be back in town in the night and I'll give you a hug. I never heard from him again. Never. It completely broke my heart. But not just that, because a lot of people did abandon me after the accident. A lot of people didn't want to talk to me. A lot of people didn't want to be my friend, because not many people understood that it was an accident. And people were just, like, embarrassed to be my friend or whatever. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter, to be honest, because I needed that abandonment. Either or, I had came home and I was going really nuts. I tried to take my life, so I was on suicide watch for a while. I went on social media and I seen a lot of things that really broke my heart, like, it's your fault, you should kill yourself, if you don't kill yourself, I'm gonna kill you, you have something coming for you, you're a monster, how do you sleep at night, just all these things you could imagine. I was getting it. And I did react. I reacted with a lot of anger because I was like, it's not my fault. I didn't see her. Like, she wasn't there when I pulled up, so why would she be outside when I was reversing? I was in the street. Just a lot of things that, I said a lot of things that I did not mean. I disrespected my family because I was just trying to defend myself and I didn't know how. I wasn't me at the time. I wasn't acting normal. There's a lot of things I said, and I'm very aware of the things I've said. And you know what's completely fine about it is that I'm aware of my actions, and I can accept my actions. I can accept the things I've said, and I'm not gonna sit here and repeat what I said, but I'm fully aware of it, and I have owned up to it, and it's completely fine because that's what the most beautifulest thing about it is. I learned from my downfall. But yeah, that my actions completely did separate me from my family because when nobody was defending me, I had to defend myself, and I defended myself in ways that I could have done it differently. But it's completely fine because I wasn't in the right state of mind, and that's very understanding. But yeah, I felt the need to have to share this because it's something that I haven't had the chance to share with the world, and nobody knows what happened. And it's taken me a year and a month to finally be able to even want to share. I've actually met a guy who has the same story as me, but his is a little bit more intense because it was his own son. And it's something that completely transforms your life because it's something that you don't expect for it to happen. And it did change me. It changed me so much. I'm very connected to Earth now because I feel like my niece lives within the earth and she's everywhere. But through all the hate and all the everything I went through, this abandonment, it's something I needed. I needed to feel abandoned. I needed to be thrown. I needed to be treated like trash. I needed this hate. I needed this anger. Because if I would have never had this hate, if I would have never had this anger, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't be as strong as I am today because I had to feel no love, no compassion to pick myself up, to fall in love with myself again because I didn't love myself. I completely hated myself after the accident. I didn't want to look in the mirror. I felt like I didn't deserve to be happy. I didn't deserve love, but I do deserve love and I do deserve to be happy. This is something that there is no why to it. Like, why did this happen? Like, why was it her? Why was it me? Why was I driving? Because for the longest, I always told myself there is no why. It just is. But the why is the pain. The why is my pain because it's tormenting. It's very, very tormenting. But if this hadn't have happened, and I hate that it happened, I would have never changed. And my pain and my family's pain that we're all feeling for this tragic event, it's what's gonna heal the world. And I know it can heal the whole world because this doesn't happen. And when it does happen, it's to spread this awareness and spread this love and this compassion. I love kids so much. A lot of people would say, like, how can you trust her with your kids? Like, God forbid another accident happens. Like that's no accident will happen because things like that never happen. It's so cute. But yeah, it's something that completely transformed my life because I have gotten into a lot of sacred medicines, and wow, how facing pain is so tormenting because I faced pain and I wanted to die and I didn't want to do it no more, but here I am. I have put in so much work to get where I'm at today, so much work to be able to finally put myself in front of a camera and to be able to even talk about this because it's hard, it's not easy, it's very, very difficult for me to talk about, but I have gathered my own strength because my mission here is a very big mission, and it's to help heal humanity and to help bring us an awareness and just a higher healing. So I guess that's the why this happened, was to transform us. But I just really wanted to finally share my story and just let you guys know that if you ever go through something like this, you're not alone in whatever you're battling. I'm always here to talk, because I can relate to sorry, the kids are being wilding out. I can relate to pain, and I'm just ready for whatever comes my way. So thank you for taking the time to hear me out. Have a blessed day.